Hey everybody, welcome back to this one more new video. So this is Anath Reddy, currently pursuing second year MBBS at James Colorwa, and I know it has been a very long time that I haven't shooted any of the videos on YouTube. It's just because I have seen majority of the audience shifting their choice of content from long form to short form. So that is the reason I have shifted my content. And coming about today's video, it's about anatomy. From very long time I have been thinking of shooting this video on how to study anatomy, because talking about my own experience of going through the subject of anatomy, it was so much of difficult because it was the very first time that I got used to this subject, very new terms. So it was so much of ups and downs I have seen through this learning this subject. So now I am in my second year and I have passed my first year with first class, so I can display my results over here or in final exams. So now I think I could have that eligibility to tell you the things that I have mistakes that I have made, so that I don't want you guys to make, or majorly addressing the problems that we as students face. So let's get started. So the very first thing is unable to remember. Yeah, anatomy is a subject where you will surely face this problem where you are unable to remember things. You study, you are unable to remember. You study, you are unable to remember. But the only solution to this problem is repetition and diagrams. Diagrams are the key to success in anatomy. You believe or not, this is the thing. Diagrams are key to success. You might not remember the theory part. You cannot mug up all the theory part because you won't remember that. The only thing that you can remember is diagrams. So focus on diagrams. And the other thing is repetition, because you study or not, it goes useless until you repeat that. And now major question that we get is, completing the syllabus is a huge thing. Now how could we once again repeat that? I mean, how could we revise that thing? It's very difficult, right? So the thing that you can do is, it's very simple. It's not necessary that if there is a 4 chapters that you might be getting in the upcoming exam, it's not necessary that you will be reading all the 4 chapters each and every point. Make sure that whatever you learn, you could revise that. Even though if you have completed learning 3 of the lessons, if you are able to revise it, it will bring you more marks than which you actually have studied for whole the 4 chapters from line to line. Okay, repetition is way more important than completing the syllabus, because if you have read something and you are unable to produce it in the exam, it's completely waste. So that's the reason, make sure that you revise the things before you go to the exam. So the second question is, shall I study everything? Not at all. Because medicine is something where you cannot study each and everything, and you cannot remember each and everything. It's very vast. So it's better to go with 80-20 rule. So what this 80-20 rule tells is that 80% of the outcome comes from 20% of the input, or whether you can say that your 80% of the questions in exam comes from 20% of the syllabus. So just focus on the 20%. Now how to find this 20%? There is a book called MBBS manual. So go through that manual. It's even called as Singi. So go to that manual and you check out the previous year questions. So when you expect a question which is most probably coming in all the previous years, so it's very quite sure that it might come in your exams. So in that way you can focus on only the major things or major topics from which questions can be expected in your exam. POQs are the second most important thing after diagrams. I study but don't know how to present or write in exam. So this is even the major thing, because let's say you studied very thoroughly, you have even revised it many times, but you don't know how to write or present it in the exam, because ultimately presentation is everything. So let's talk about that. To write anything in anatomy, there is a pattern. The pattern goes like, firstly it's about introduction, something which should be written about the question or the topic in a very brief. Let's say about the cuboidal fossa. Okay, you should write about the intro about the cuboidal fossa, where it is located in your body. Okay, that goes the intro. Next comes the parts as well as the boundaries. You should tell about the boundaries, muscles that make up the boundary of cuboidal fossa. So the next heading is contents. Okay, and the next heading is relations. Next goes blood supply, lymphatic supply and clinical relations. So let me repeat it once again. Firstly, intro, that should be written in very brief. Parts or boundaries, contents, relations, blood supply, lymphatic supply and clinical relationship. Okay, So these are the things, or this is the kind of pattern that you should follow if you are feeling difficulty in knowing how to present or how to write an answer to a particular question. Okay, so this is the headings that you can follow. The fourth question is, I study but forget in exam. It's very common. It happens because I think the number of revisions that you have done might not be sufficient to the memory that you have, because not everyone will have the same kind of memory. Some need multiple revisions, whereas some tend to remember things in a very first try of learning things. So it depends on how many number of revisions that you have done, and the only thing to solve this problem is practice the diagrams, because there might be chances where you might forget the theory part but you cannot forget the diagrams. So diagrams are the key. I am telling you for the fourth time or fifth time that diagrams are the key to pass in anatomy. During this question, how to score good. So the only thing that I would like the only thing I would like to tell is, presentation is like a gift. Presentation is like a gift to the examiner. Like whenever someone gives you a gift, how do you feel? Of course you would feel very happy, right? So in the same way, your paper presentation is a gift to your examiner. So how would you represent a paper? How the handwriting that you write, the way you draw the diagrams, the way you represent yourself in your paper, so that is the ultimate thing which will let you score good marks in your anatomy exam. So that's all, and if you have any queries, or if you like to correct me, or if I am wrong at some of places which I have told, you can correct me, or you can tell me, or you can ask me anything. You can just do that in the comment section. I would be very happy answering all the things. So, and do subscribe, because it takes time shooting this video and even sharing my insights or things with you guys. So that's it. See you in next video. Hope this video would have benefited you in some other way. So that's it. Bye bye.